fuse. Acting fool, break down to molecules. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Bust the rhymes, always headlines, the street news. No rules coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store. As it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New York Giants. Twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And the Bears first down.
On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Rome Odunze. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
A gain of 16. Brings up
They'll try it now with Swift. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long. And that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
What is up?
To throw, Williams. A quick throw there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Here's Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Williams. And that one too wide and incomplete.
One of those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Santos for the Bears field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines, the defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing his dart. A heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To the air, dart. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Ran at 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Throwing his dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
19-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60.
Dart going to look to throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. Quickly into the hands of Naders off the RPO. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Hey. Cowboys.
They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise...
And this time he is in. Tyrone Tracy, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Ooh, the juke. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. Now Williams. They'll look middle here and give it to Odunze. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Looking to throw is Williams. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. Here's Williams. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Play action. Now Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And he's going to get this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Running left is Tracy. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
19 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Tracy going to get it on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 13-yard line.
Throwing, Dart. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 3rd and 12. Here's Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard
line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. To throw, Dart. And that will be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change? All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
To throw is Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Out of the gun, here's Dart. It gets this complete to Shaheed. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles, 60. Viking, 18. Go.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears' 21-yard line.
To throw now, Dart. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Let's go.
Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. 38 yards.
Looked like an issue with his snap, and he pulled it wide left. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Bears have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Adunze. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets brings this down about the 21 or 22.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, look good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. Here comes 3rd down and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw, Williams. Pass complete to Odunze. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Calling a gain of 40 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20 to 14 now. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. Boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Back at the 19-yard line.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Dart. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And Brandon, how often do we offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Dart. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
brings up third down.
Third down, here's Tracy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Dart. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing his Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Dart looking to throw again. And he will find his man on the outside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Giants first down. First and 10.
Throwing his Dart. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
From the 5, here's second and 2. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First down.
Scatterbury is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Giants 21.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he returns this to the 22. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd down and 6 now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. From the gun, here's Dart. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback. Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Williams looking to do it himself. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team.
Touchdown, Giants! Theo Johnson, 65 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Bears, and it appears they're going to win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.